Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
Hey, Cedric, warm weather Monday, snowy weather today. What can we expect for tomorrow?
You know, it's a kind of a toss-up, really, Sarah. I haven't decided just yet, but I'm going to decide by the end of this forecast. No, I'm just kidding. We are going to see some better conditions, but we're not going to see the conditions we saw on Monday, but we're not going to see the conditions we saw today either. So it'll be kind of in the middle, right? Take a look at this beautiful sunset photo from Scott Taylor. I love this. You got some of the clouds that were beginning to break apart this evening as the sun was setting behind those clouds, and you can see that nice coloration showing up there with some of the oranges in the clouds there, a fiery sky showing up. Meg Roberts sending this in, looking towards the Ochre Mountains, and you can see that nice fresh coat of snow. She was saying, notice that it's such a beautiful evening out there with no different types of haze and all that pollution that's out there. It just looks beautiful. And then, of course, you've got those clouds again breaking up, adding that texture to the sky. So a nice end to what started off as a very active day. As we told you, that rain would switch over to snow even down towards the valley floors, and sure enough, made for some interesting conversation. All right, that storm system now pushing off towards the east now, so high pressure is going to build in, and that's going to provide us with some milder temperatures as we go throughout the next couple of days. Also, a little bit more in the way of some sunshine expected as that system moves on through. But don't get too used to that, because the weather pattern is going to stay very active and very wintry-like here in the coming days. In fact, we're already going to be seeing our next storm. This is Friday morning on the upper level futurecast. You can see that storm system dropping in from the west, and notice how it makes its way towards the east here as you go throughout your Friday evening into Friday night. And that's going to bring back more colder and unsettled weather conditions to the Beehive State. So I think our next weather maker moves in Friday night into Saturday. That system will drop to the south by Sunday, and you think, hey, maybe we're done. Nope, not look at this. Monday evening into Monday night, we've got another system that'll move in into Tuesday. So the weather pattern stays active with plenty of precipitation chances, but also below average temperatures, which means a lot of that precipitation, especially in the mountains, will likely fall in the wintry form. So the snow has come to an end for today and tonight, but temperatures in the 50s the next few days, a little sunshine. But again, don't get too complacent with that, because more cold and snow is ahead. Now, temperatures already dropping down into the 20s and 30s across most of the state, except St. George still sitting at 50 degrees. But by tomorrow morning, I think we're about 30 in Salt Lake City, 34 in St. George. But the rest of the area will be dropping down into the teens and 20s out there across the area. So it's going to be a cold start tomorrow morning. Make sure the kiddos are bundled up at the bus stop. Tomorrow afternoon will be a little better, a mixture of sun and clouds. We'll look at high temperatures climbing into the 40s and 50s across most of the state. St. George, that's the place you want to be. Look at that, 65 degrees. All right, high pressure, the big blue H, that means good weather for the next few days. So Wednesday afternoon is looking pretty good. As we go into your Thursday, not seeing too many problems, but this little red line is a warm front. That's going to be moving north. That may actually bump temperatures up just a little bit more as we get into your Thursday afternoon before that blue line moves through. That's a cold front. And then this storm system begins to try to wrap up as we get towards Friday evening into Friday night. And then it will start to shift to the south, and that means the potential of some rain showers in the valleys, mountain snow, switching over to all snow, I think, again for the area as we get towards Saturday. Doesn't like accumulations will be major, but it could be something, once again, moving back into the area. So about a quarter to a half an inch of liquid precipitation. But again, as some of that falls throughout the colder air, it will add to our snow accumulations as well. So we'll keep an eye on that as we get a little closer. But let's show you what's going on in St. George the next few days, because I've got 60s all the way through Friday. Then it drops into the 50s. Could even see a rain or snow shower by next Monday in St. George, while the Wasatch Front were in the 50s, and then rain and snow likely Friday night into Saturday, and maybe even all snow by the time we get towards the beginning of next week with those highs in the 30s.
So I'm hearing be prepared for anything and everything this week.
Hey,
a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Well, that's why we say we forewarn you about all that, a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
We are so grateful for that, especially here in Utah.
Yeah.
Okay, a busy night in sports.